Have you ever felt a whisper of discomfort in a relationship? A persistent, unsettling feeling that defies explanation, even when everything appears perfectly calm on the surface? We are all intricately woven into the vast, complex tapestry of human connections, a world where the threads of our lives intertwine with countless others. But within this tapestry, sometimes, unseen shadows linger, unresolved conflicts, subtle manipulations, and dynamics that can quietly erode our well-being. Today on Skyward Synergy, we embark on a profound journey into the depths of the human psyche, guided by the timeless wisdom of Jung. His groundbreaking work on shadow psychology and personality archetypes offers an unparalleled lens through which to explore the most challenging, often elusive toxic personality types we encounter in our lives. More importantly, it provides a mirror, helping us to recognize these patterns, perhaps even within ourselves. As we delve into these fascinating, sometimes uncomfortable truths, I invite you to open your mind, reflect on your own experiences, and consider the intricate dance of relationships around you. Who comes to mind as these descriptions unfold? And what subtle echoes might resonate within your own inner landscape? Join us on this path of introspection, and if these insights resonate, consider subscribing to Skyward Synergy for more deep dives into the human spirit and personal evolution. Jung's concepts, though complex and profound, provide a vital framework for understanding patterns of behavior that can be deeply harmful, emotionally, psychologically, and spiritually. While interpretations of his work vary and evolve, 9 distinct types frequently emerge, acting as archetypal representations of deeply ingrained patterns that can drain our vitality, subtly control our choices, or insidiously undermine our sense of self. These are not mere labels to be cast upon others, but rather profound insights into the manifestations of unresolved inner conflicts and manipulative tendencies. Let's uncover these toxic dynamics together, not with judgment, but with a spirit of curious understanding. First, we confront the chronic victim. Picture an individual perpetually shrouded in an aura of misfortune, for whom life is an unending series of injustices. They see themselves as the constant target of external forces caught in a cycle of adversity that is never, ever of their own making. With masterful skill, they sidestep all responsibility, deflecting blame onto others, onto fate, or onto circumstances beyond their control. Their world is a stage for constant complaints, dramatic narratives, and tales of woe that can utterly exhaust the emotional reserves of anyone within earshot. They thrive on the endless sympathy they demand, yet rarely seek or accept genuine solutions, trapping those around them in a frustrating loop of helplessness and often unearned guilt. Next, consider the charming mirror, the charming. This personality type is a chameleon of connection, a master of adaptation who instinctively mirrors your deepest values, your most cherished interests, and even your unique mannerisms to gain immediate trust and acceptance. On the surface, they are incredibly agreeable, charismatic, and seem to be your perfect destined match. Yet, beneath this meticulously polished exterior often lies a calculating, manipulative core, poised to exploit the very trust they have so skillfully cultivated for their own hidden agenda. Their irresistible charm is merely a finely tuned tool, designed not for genuine connection, but for strategic advantage. Then there's the passive-aggressive enabler. This individual presents themselves as helpful, supportive, and utterly indispensable, but their actions tell a different, more insidious story. They subtly sabotage others, employing guilt, veiled hostility, and unspoken resentments as their primary tools for controlling situations and the people within them. They might innocently forget to relay crucial information, deliver compliments laced with backhanded barbs, or enthusiastically agree to tasks only to perform them poorly, all while maintaining an unblemished facade of innocent helpfulness. Their control is exerted through a constant low-level campaign of undermining that leaves you perpetually off balance. Beware of the secret competitor. This individual often masquerades as your most ardent supporter, showering you with words of encouragement, praise, and enthusiastic applause. Yet, Beneath this seemingly benevolent facade, a silent, relentless competition rages within them. They meticulously track your progress, measure your successes against their own, and may subtly undermine your achievements, downplay your hard-won victories, or even spread whispers designed to diminish your standing, all to maintain their perceived superiority. Their support is conditional, a fragile illusion based entirely on their own desperate need to remain ahead. Perhaps one of the most insidious is the spiritual narcissist. This person weaponizes spirituality, morality, or ethical frameworks to elevate themselves above everyone else. They frequently claim a higher understanding, a purer path, or a more enlightened perspective, using these claims to judge and belittle others while subtly broadcasting their own moral superiority. Their spirituality becomes an impenetrable shield for their fragile ego, a powerful tool to control narratives, and a convenient means to escape any form of accountability, often dismissing critique as a mere symptom of your own lack of enlightenment. The empathic controller is a complex and often devastating paradox. They appear incredibly caring, understanding your emotions and needs with an almost uncanny accuracy, creating an immediate, profound sense of being seen. However, they harness their heightened empathy not for authentic connection or support, but to manipulate and dominate. By expertly discerning your deepest vulnerabilities, your unspoken desires and your hidden fears, they gain formidable leverage, appearing to offer solace and understanding while subtly guiding you toward decisions that solely serve their own agenda, controlling you through an intricate web of emotional manipulation and manufactured guilt. Next, we meet the shadow projector. This type struggles immensely with self-awareness, refusing to acknowledge or integrate their own flaws, deep-seated insecurities, or negative traits. Instead, they unconsciously hurl these very attributes onto others, externalizing their inner turmoil. They blame everyone else for characteristics they staunchly refuse to confront in themselves, creating a distorted world where everyone else is perpetually the problem. This allows them to remain perpetually innocent and avoid any personal responsibility, fueling endless cycles of conflict, misunderstanding, and emotional turmoil in their wake. The emotional vampire is exactly what the name suggests, a relentless drain on your vital life force. This person constantly seeks attention, validation, and emotional feeding from others, monopolizing conversations with their endless dramas, demanding constant reassurance, and thriving on being the undeniable center of emotional intensity. After interactions with them, you are left feeling utterly depleted, profoundly exhausted, and overwhelmingly drained, as if a vital, irreplaceable part of your own energy has been siphoned away, leaving you hollow and listless. Finally, we uncover the rigid idealist. Obsessed with an unyielding vision of perfection and absolute control, this individual operates from an inflexible, black-and-white worldview. They cannot tolerate ambiguity, compromise, or any deviation from their highly specific, often impossible standards. They are frequently judgmental of anyone who doesn't conform to their exacting ideals, creating an environment of constant criticism, unrealistic expectations, and a pervasive sense of inadequacy. Their rigid thinking suffocates creativity, stifles genuine connection, and leaves little room for the beautiful messiness of authentic human experience. Recognizing these toxic personality types, not only in the intricate web of our external relationships, but, perhaps most courageously, within the hidden corners of our own selves, is not an act of judgment. Rather, it is an act of profound liberation and empowerment. It is the first, courageous step on the path of individuation, a journey toward becoming our truest, most integrated selves. By understanding these deep-seated patterns, these complex shadow manifestations, we gain an invaluable ability to erect firm and healthy boundaries, to fiercely protect our precious energy, and to consciously cultivate relationships that genuinely uplift, nourish, and support our authentic growth. This journey of self-awareness is not always easy, but it is undeniably the most rewarding. Embrace this path, for within this understanding lies the key to true emotional balance, resilient relationships, and ultimately, a more harmonious existence. Thank you for joining Skyward Synergy on this vital exploration.